Welcome to Zazumi. I'm Sherry Barbera. Let's get started. Today we are talking about the equipment you need for your green screen studios. Inexpensive equipment to set up a green screen studio today. There are only a few components: fabric or paint, camera, microphone, tripod, and light. Let's start with the paint. Rosco created a Chroma-Key paint that is the exact color that all movie studios use when they do green screen. The reason for that is because it has a very high luminance value, so it looks really good, but it's also a very saturated paint, so when you put it on the wall it creates a very dense, good, solid green color, which is great for keying. This is what you want to look for if you are doing online green screen. These are the hex codes, the RGB numbers, and the HSV numbers. If you are painting, you want to make sure that your walls are free of bumps and dirt and anything at all that might show up on your green screen. Painting a wall is a really great idea because then you don't ever have to worry about the fabric being wrinkled or falling or getting discolored or anything like that. With paint, you just repaint. So super simple. Here's another reason why paint is good as opposed to fabric. You can see how clean it looks when you paint as opposed to fabric. If you want to get fabric, we recommend inexpensive fabric would be felt. And we get craft felt from our local craft store, which for us is Joann Fabrics. And it comes 72 inches wide, which is really phenomenal. And we get a color called neon green. You can see that it comes in lots and lots of colors, but the neon green works perfectly for us. And we literally staple it to the wall. It is a very inexpensive fabric. And as you can see on the bottom of this screen, that is the link online to go and look directly at the fabric. This is what it looks like installed, and this is our green screen studio, and you can see that we do have seams, but they don't show up really when we're doing green screen. The other thing you can do is get fabric screens, and there's a fabulous fabric screen by a company named Neewer, and it comes in Chroma-Key blue on one side and Chroma-Key green on the other side. It's collapsible, it's reversible, and it's 5 by 7 feet. So it really does work quite well in small spaces. As you can see, it's very simple to set it up in a small studio and look good. This is what it looks like if you're shooting in a small space. This is how great it makes you look when you're using green screen and you put any kind of background behind it that you want. This is literally the way that you unfold and refold this Neewer green screen. The other thing that you can do is you can purchase fabric that you then set up on a tripod and you roll behind you as a background. If you order this particular Neewer, it comes with Chroma-Key green fabric that you can set up behind you, and black and white. The other cool thing that has been created, and it's simply because there's so much zooming going on, is this Zoom chair green screen, which is really hilarious looking, but it just Velcros right onto the front and the back of your chair. Actually works quite well. I know it's been a huge sales item, so it's been in and out of stock constantly on Amazon. So the equipment you need to light yourself, that's the next thing. This is what we use. We have our own green screen studio. This is what it looks like. It's green felt, it's 3 box lights, it's 2 LED lights, and that's it. It's pretty darn simple. This is what a box light looks like. On the left, that is a box light, and on the right, that is an LED light. The box light, when it comes in the box, it comes with a tripod, it comes with a carry case, it comes with the light box cover, which is what diffuses the light, and the tripod itself is completely adjustable up and down, and you can swivel the light head itself all around, plus you can swivel it up and down, which is also very important. You can find all of this equipment in the links below this video. If you go and look at the links below this video, every one of them is clickable, and this is it broken down again. That's what it looks like with the lights set up. And here's what it looks like installed in the studio. The LED lights, I love LED lights. They are so fantastic. If you haven't used LED lights, here are so many reasons why they're excellent. Number one, If you see all of these little dots on them, you can see that they are two colors. So there is a bright white and there's also an orange, which looks like sunlight. So you can use more orange or more white. It just depends upon the kind of look that you want to illuminate yourself and look softer or sharper. It's entirely up to you. They come with barn doors, those are called. Those are metal doors that you use to close the front of the light or to block out light from the sides and the top and the bottom. They also come with light box covers, so they will diffuse the light coming out and soften it, which makes you look even better. They also come with carry cases, so they're completely portable, and they come with batteries, so you can take them outside and use them when you're lighting inside or outside, which is a fantastic feature of them. This is why we love them so much. This is what they look like. They simply pop open the light cover. The stand, the tripod stand, is completely adjustable. The back of it shows you this is where you put the battery packs on, and they last about 8 hours. Very, very simple to use. This shows you what you do to install the box cover, which is super simple. The next thing you need is a tripod, and you always want to get a tripod to hold your camera steady. You never want to have something that looks like this when you're filming. You always want everything to be professional looking and stable. We use, of course, a Neewer tripod. It is a 66-inch tall tripod that actually goes down to about 23 inches. It's portable, it's compact, it swivels. There are so many reasons why it's good. It's got a ball head top and just works really well. We use a tripod mount because we use an iPad, but you can get a tripod mount for a DSLR camera, for your cell phone, for a tablet, but we highly, highly recommend that you get something like that in order to keep your camera stable. And that's the reason that you do that. Plus, this tripod mount swivels, so you can turn it whichever way you need it, if you need it to go vertical or horizontal. And this one comes with silicone pads, which are great because I'm always freaked out about putting my iPad on anything, and this is very secure with the sponge cushion and the silicone pads. This one is from Yoasi, and it's a tripod mount for iPad, and we love it, and that's what we use. To inexpensively just immediately start filming yourself, you can use your cell phone, of course, and we use an iPad. And we actually did start with our cell phones, and then we upgraded to our iPad. We do have a DSLR camera, which we also use, but iPad is just so simple. So that's the reason why we primarily use our iPad. Now, we do use our DSLR camera. This one is a Sony Alpha A6300, and it's a kit that comes with everything you could possibly need to film. The other thing that you always want to do is you want to get a microphone so that your sound is good. A lavalier mic just attaches to your clothing and sits very close to your mouth. We use a wireless one, and it plugs into our iPad with something called an iRig. It comes with a transmitter and a receiver so that it transmits the sound back to the receiver, which is hooked up to the iPad. You just put it on a lapel. It's super simple, and it makes your sound very, very good. Let's just recap. You need some kind of paint or fabric to use for your green screen. You need a camera, a microphone, a tripod, and lights. And that's really it. It's super simple. If you want information about the equipment that's been used in this video, look at the link in the description below the video, and you can click directly to get to any of that. The next video is all about pro tips, 15 tips to look really good on green screen. You certainly don't want to do a green screen and then have horrible shadows. You don't look like you're really there because it wasn't keyed properly. There's so many things about green screen that make it fantastic. And there are some things that you really want to learn to do and not to do to make sure it looks really great. So go to the next video that's going to tell you all about the pro tips for green screen. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sherry Barbera.